Hey guys, this is Danny with ParTay. So I wanted to do a little bit of a debunking here. I've seen some videos out that are a little concerning. Um, and I only say concerning because, for those of us who are in this, now I'm a commercial guy. I deal with commercial properties and commercial venues. But there are some mixers out there who do some very fine product. And I feel like stuff like this really hurts the reputation of some of those folks. And overall, this guy's probably very well known, primarily just because he puts out so many videos and says the word technology roughly about 50 to 60 times in every video that he has. But I wanted to show you this is a 23 lumen projector from over 9 feet away, almost 10 feet that I've got the projector away. So you can see I've got it by there. We're following all the way back. Let's come back here, and we're right about that 112 mark. So this is that window effects unit that I use all the time. You can see it here. So that's what's casting this image. It's not the Xiaomi. You can see it's off. So this image is, roughly 10.5 feet away in a room with lights and a window. And it's giving you that kind of image, 23 lumens. But now, the point of this is that if you notice behind it, that's a real screen. Okay, that's a real screen that's designed for high lumen projectors. When I say high lumen, I mean anything 1,000 or over projectors. So I know in some people's market that's not necessarily high. They look at high as 3 to 5,000, but just a standard image. The reason you would not be able to use this with any of those type of projectors is because, for one, and you keep in mind, you can see the pixels in here. This is a 480 image, and you can see my hand cast upon it, so you can validate that that is what's throwing the image. But if you try to use a larger projector with this, it's going to look nasty, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. It's got a very nasty look to it. But it looks really good. I can stand here and say, wow, look how great this looks compared to this screen behind it. I think he's even contrasted against things like DMP supernovas, which, the reality is when you put a little square up there of a real screen, it's not going to stand up against this crazy metallic stuff that you're throwing on everything. Anybody out there could take metallic paint, throw it on any kind of substrate, whether it's coroplast, cardboard, whatever you want to use, and it's going to reflect the image. It's essentially like making your own little homemade craft mirror. To pay hundreds of dollars for that is a travesty. So I just want to make sure you can see this is just a silver painted piece of coroplast. Took me about 20 seconds to do all of this. That is not a projection image. So buyer, I've said this before, buyer beware. These kind of things are gimmicks. So I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to use the standard projector so you can see what it looks like with that. All right, so this is kind of why you can't use it. You can see there, and I'm pull back just a little bit, but it really spots bad, even with an ultra short throw. And you notice that the brightness will follow you, and that happens in all of his videos. As he moves around, the brightness just kind of follows you from side to side, and you can see just how nasty that becomes. Now, it's bright. I'll give you that. It's bright. But, if just making a metallic screen was the way to go, that's what everybody would be doing. There's a reason. And it doesn't, now you can see. So you can see, like in certain ways that you'll look at it, it's just really hot. Now, if you're using a long throw, or even worse, a short throw on this kind of material, it's going to just give you a really nasty image. You're going to have really bright spots in the center, and then it's going to get darker as you go out to the ends. And if you notice in his videos, he always has bright spots, and his colors are always off. Just like the color in this, you can see the color is off. That's supposed to be more of a sky blue, and it looks almost like a teal. It's just ugly stuff. So, all I make this for is just so you guys are aware and aren't fooled by the parlor tricks. And just kind of leave it there. And this goes out to all the other guys who are actually working on your behalf, trying to create something that's going to be more beneficial for you and your home. So thank you guys, and keep up the good work.